Hello, my name is Jodi Taintor. I am a 8th grade math and robotics teacher at Warren Middle School. This last summer, I was placed at Drew County Road Department for my Strive internship. My placement in Strive allowed me to bring real-world examples into my classroom. My students weren't asking anymore, when are we going to use this? Because they were already engaging in real-world examples. My placement at Drew County involved three main departments: the road department, the sanitation department, and the landfill department. The road department uses heavy equipment such as graders, track hoes, and dozers to maintain the county roads. The road department involved a lot of recording and data in terms of the amount of gravel that they use every single day that they transport from different gravel pits. The sanitation department is responsible for picking up the Drew County residents' trash. That's where I got to see a lot of the connections in terms of what are real-world problems that my students could look at and solve. And then the Drew County landfill allows for disposal of non-residential waste. I was very fortunate that Drew County was able to let me work in all three departments during my last summer. They actually allowed me to run some of the heavy equipment. I actually got to run all three: the grader, the track hoe, and the dozer. The track hoe was definitely my favorite piece of equipment to run. So I decided to base my lesson with my robotics class because I saw the clear correlation between the trash trucks and robots. And so my students were given a problem and they had to simulate a solution. So the problem they were given is that the Drew County Road Department was flooded with angry calls on two different instances. Once the Friday of July 4th, and then the Friday following. So the angry calls came from Drew County residents not having their trash picked up during those weeks. We've been tasked with developing a solution to ensure that all trash is picked up every week. So the students had to simulate a solution to this. Why were the residents calling upset? And so they had to realize that during a holiday week, the trash isn't running every day. So they've got less time. And then on the following Friday, what had happened is that one of their trash trucks had broken down, so it was in the shop. So they were short a trash truck. And so the students created different robots to represent trash trucks. And what is great is they were given the choice. And so you can see that each group had their own thought process into what they felt like would represent a trash truck. And so you've got cloth. And then you've got an intake system to pick up the trash cans, and then another intake system. So lots of just different designs so that they could be independent in what they were thinking. And the green little acorn thing in the back is what we use to imitate a trash can. So the students were able to build and design different robots. So they did use instructions, but they had to really explain why they chose the robot that they chose. And then from there, they actually had to program their robot to pick up different trash cans. And so what is great here is that the picture I included is because that's how a lot of the students felt at first. They were frustrated, which was, it is a little funny, but what is amazing is no one quit. They tried so hard because they wanted to get their robot to do exactly what it was trying to do. They could see that, it's almost there. And so here you can see that it said to turn right, and that was the wrong direction. So they just had to turn it left. And so they were able to run their program and make notes and figure out how to change it to make their robot actually do what it was supposed to do. So while there was some frustrations, the students continued and persevered, which I think is the hugest thing. These students persevered through these challenging real-world situations. And so, as you can see with my assessment data, the students had a huge mindset growth. Just at first, it said I'm able to complete activities that involve engineering. And so A is strongly disagree, E is strongly agree. So we had some that were neutral, but quite a few of them moved up. So they started thinking, I can do this. And I think sometimes the mindset is the biggest thing. And then I am able to do well. So that's just a confidence thing of how they're able to do things. And again, you can see the growth. So they moved from feeling neutral to agree and strongly agree. And then finally, I will work hard on activities that involve engineering. That was the hugest growth for them because they went from being neutral, a very small percentage here, and now almost all of them strongly agree with that statement. So just a huge mindset change within my students of I can do this, I will do this, and I can do well at it.